What if I told you that some of PBS Masterpiece's best period dramas are the ones barely anyone ever talks about? Forget the classics everyone claims to love. There's a vault of forgotten brilliance hiding in plain sight, ready to find out which masterpieces deserve a place on your next binge list. Which one will leave you wondering how you ever missed it? Buckle up, because these underrated gems pack more scandal, heartbreak, and jaw-dropping performances than half the shows topping today's charts. Curious? You should be. The Duchess of Duke Street. Let's kick things off with a scandalously overlooked powerhouse, the Duchess of Duke Street. Most viewers have never even heard of it, and that's criminal. Why? Because this isn't just a rags-to-riches story. It's a steam-powered locomotive tearing through the heart of Edwardian London. Meet Louisa Trotter, a woman born with nothing but grit, ambition, and a refusal to stay in her lane. She claws her way from kitchen scullery to legendary chef and hotelier, slicing through the snobbery of high society with more bite than any insult on Downton Abbey. Gemma Jones is so locked into her role that you'll forget she's acting. Louisa isn't some delicate flower pining for romance. She's a force of nature, running circles around everyone, from lords and ladies to royalty itself. The real kicker? This series is based on the true story of Rosa Lewis, a working-class dynamo who actually cooked for kings. PBS brought us this gem back in the 1970s, but most folks today are still sleeping on it. You want power struggles, real kitchen drama, and one of the most complex women in period drama history? This is it. By the end of the first episode, you'll be cheering for Louisa, or maybe ducking for cover. Either way, this is one hotel you'll want to check into. Underrated? That's putting it mildly. Bamp House. Ready for a period drama that tosses the drawing room etiquette out the window? Say hello to Bamp House. Forget London and rainy English estates. This show sets its drama in sun-soaked, intrigue-packed 1790s India. It's like Downton Abbey got on a ship, sailed halfway across the world, and found itself in a snake pit of colonial politics, forbidden romance, and clashing empires. The setup? John Beauchamp, a former soldier, tries to build a new life in Delhi, but soon finds himself caught between powerful British interests, local royalty, and a house that's anything but a peaceful retreat. Critics didn't know what to make of it. Some called it too melodramatic. Others thought it was quietly radical. But if you love your period drama lavish, a little unpredictable, and soaked in color, this one's a feast. The show isn't afraid to tackle the messy truths of colonial history, but it also serves up some top-tier entertainment. Costumes are a dream, the cast is stacked with talent, including some serious Bollywood star power, and the dialogue crackles with wit. Sure, it ended on a cliffhanger, thanks ITV, but that just adds to the show's cult status. Missed this when it aired? You're not alone. Now's your chance to discover what everyone else was too busy talking about Poldark to notice. Dive in and thank us later. A Town Like Alice. Looking for a period drama that trades corsets and candlelight for real grit and survival? Step into A Town Like Alice and be ready to have your expectations turned upside down. This isn't another drawing room romance. It's a brutal, hopeful epic of love, war, and resilience that dares you not to look away. Set during World War II, we follow Jean Paget, a British woman swept up in the chaos of the Japanese invasion of Malaya. The story? Unimaginably harsh. Jean and a group of women are marched, starved, and nearly broken by their captors, but Jean's quiet courage keeps hope alive. Enter Joe Harmon, a tough Australian soldier who risks everything for Jean. Their bond is fierce, honest, and unforgettable. Less fairy tale, more battle scar. Helen Morse gives a performance that stays with you, mixing steeliness with vulnerability, while Brian Brown's Joe is pure Aussie charisma. What makes this series stand out is its refusal to sugarcoat. The stakes are real, the emotions raw, and every small victory feels earned. When it aired, the series was an Emmy darling, but ask most viewers today and you'll get blank stares. A Town Like Alice is about survival, but it's also about hope, the stubborn kind that refuses to quit. If you want a period drama with the heart of a lion, this one's calling your name. Trust me, you won't forget it. Riley, Ace of Spies. Ready to trade drawing rooms for dead drops? Meet Riley, Ace of Spies. The drama that proves fact is wilder than fiction. This series follows Sidney Riley, a real-life spy whose adventures make James Bond look like he's still in training wheels. Forget gadgets and cocktail parties. Riley's game is all about seduction, betrayal, and revolution, set against the firestorm of early 20th century Europe. Sam Neill delivers a tour-de-force performance as Riley, blending steel-eyed charisma with just enough mystery to keep you guessing. He's cunning, dangerous, and always 2 steps ahead, except when he isn't, and that's when the stakes go through the roof. The historical detail is jaw-dropping, with the show whisking us from the opulent ballrooms of Tsarist Russia to the shadows of revolutionary Moscow. Why does this show fly under the radar? Maybe because it's too real, too intricate, or just too good to fit into a neat box. Director Martin Campbell would later helm Bond blockbusters, but here, he crafts something grittier, more John le Carré than Ian Fleming. Every episode is a chess match with actual lives at stake. For anyone who thinks period dramas can't have edge-of-your-seat suspense, Riley, Ace of Spies is the ultimate counterpoint. Underwatched, underappreciated, and absolutely unmissable. Just don't blink, you might miss the twist. Homefires. Think wartime Britain was all about men on the front lines? Homefires flips the script, shining a floodlight on the women left behind. This isn't a cozy postcard of village life. It's a pulse-pounding, emotionally charged portrait of a community forced to reinvent itself while the world is falling apart. The story unfolds in a small English village as World War II rages on. With their husbands, brothers, and sons overseas, the women become the backbone of the community. They organize, resist, bicker, and support one another, all while facing rationing, bombings, and devastating losses. What sets Homefires apart is its focus on real, flawed, and fiercely strong women. It's the side of the war you never see in the textbooks. The cast brings every character to life. There's heart, heartbreak, and plenty of grit. The period detail is spot on, from costumes to crumbling farmhouses. But what really grabs you is the sense of urgency. Every episode packs tension, surprise, and moments that leave you breathless. The show built a devoted following, only for ITV to cancel it suddenly, igniting a fan revolt. For those craving a period drama with genuine stakes and unforgettable characters, Homefires delivers, and then some. If you missed it when it first aired, there's never been a better time to join the resistance. Welcome to the real home front. Bleak House. If you think Dickens is just for stuffy English teachers and dusty library shelves, you haven't seen Bleak House done right. PBS's take on this Victorian classic is pure Gothic adrenaline, mystery, corruption, and drama swirling through the foggy London streets like a secret you're desperate to know. The entire story orbits around one of literature's most notorious lawsuits, a case so twisted and eternal, it's practically a character itself. Gillian Anderson anchors the ensemble with icy grace as Lady Deadlock, carrying secrets that could blow the whole rotten system apart. Charles Dance is so villainous as Tulkinghorn that you can practically feel the temperature drop every time he walks into a scene. But it's the rest of the cast, Carey Mulligan, Anna Maxwell Martin, Dennis Lawson, who make this adaptation thrum with nervous energy. It's dark, it's relentless, and it's never sentimental. Every life touched by the court case seems to spiral, sometimes upward, mostly down, showing you just how unfair and dangerous the old system really was. What makes Bleak House such a knockout is that it's never dry or ponderous. It's part detective story, part social critique, and all mood. Perfect for a stormy evening when you want something to keep you up late. Want to see why Dickens adaptations still matter? This is Exhibit A. Don't let the title fool you. There's nothing bleak about the experience of watching it. The Foresight Saga. Before Downton Abbey became a phenomenon, the Foresight Saga was serving up family scandal, ambition, and heartbreak in heaping spoonfuls. Spanning decades and generations, this drama peels back the curtain on the moneyed Foresight clan, respectable on the outside, seething with jealousy and desire underneath. Damian Lewis is unforgettable as Soames, a man so driven by pride and possessiveness you'll want to yell at your screen. Gina McKee and Rupert Graves round out a cast that finds the agony and ecstasy in every whispered betrayal. What makes this saga stand out isn't just the high-gloss production or the posh London settings, it's how unafraid it is to let its characters be truly flawed. These aren't the perfect Victorians from oil paintings. They're greedy, passionate, and sometimes downright self-destructive. Marriage here is a battlefield, love triangles are brutal, and fortunes rise and fall with every impulsive decision. The stakes are always sky-high. Yet there's empathy running through every episode. No villain is completely evil. No hero gets off easy. By the end, you're left with a tangle of emotions and a burning need to see what happens next. The show swept up viewers in the early 2000s, but somehow, its name slipped off the tip of the public's tongue. If you want a period drama that hits as hard as any modern prestige series and then lingers, don't sleep on this classic. The Foresight Saga is more than just a family portrait. It's a master class in dramatic storytelling. The Jewel in the Crown. Let's raise the stakes with an epic that goes beyond drawing rooms and tea sets. The Jewel in the Crown. Set against the dying light of the British Raj in the 1940s, this series sprawls across India, tossing together soldiers, spies, lovers, and revolutionaries in a story as tangled as history itself. Four families are at the heart of the storm, each trying to survive the political and personal earthquakes shaking the empire. The show does not sugarcoat colonialism or offer easy answers. Instead, it dives into the gray areas, showing loyalty and betrayal on both sides. The visuals, breathtaking. The cast, stacked. Tim Pigott-Smith, Art Malik, Geraldine James. Each actor brings gravity and nuance, making you care even as the world they know is coming apart at the seams. What really sells it is the atmosphere. There's tension in every frame, with danger, political, emotional, and sometimes literal, lurking behind every conversation. As the plot unfolds, alliances shift, secrets are exposed, and every decision feels like it could tip history on its head. Despite winning awards and critical acclaim, The Jewel in the Crown remains the kind of show people nod at, but rarely revisit. That's a mistake. This series isn't just an education, it's a heart-racing, high-stakes ride through a pivotal moment in world history. If you want a period drama with real bite, dig up this crown jewel. The Bletchley Circle. What if the world's greatest detectives were never officially recognized? Enter the Bletchley Circle, where the heroes are women, the mysteries are real, and the stakes are never just about solving the case. Set in post-war London, this show follows a group of former codebreakers who, after breaking Nazi codes, turn their genius to solving crimes nobody else even notices. Forget the men with hats and cigarettes. Here, it's all about brains, camaraderie, and stubborn grit. The main quartet, led by Anna Maxwell Martin and Rachel Sterling, bring warmth, wit, and intensity to every scene. Their methods, unconventional and sometimes dangerous. Their motivations, deeply personal. The crimes they tackle often echo the traumas and secrets of their own wartime experiences, making each investigation more than just a puzzle to solve. What sets the Bletchley Circle apart isn't just the clever mysteries. It's how it deals with women's place in a society eager to forget their contributions. There's real pain in seeing these brilliant minds dismissed, but there's also joy in watching them carve out a new place for themselves, one daring deduction at a time. Is it a period drama? Absolutely. Is it also a suspense thriller and a celebration of unsung heroines? You bet. Give these codebreakers one shot and you'll be hooked. Genius never really goes out of style. The Crimson Field. Most war dramas show us the battles. The Crimson Field pulls us behind the front lines, straight into the chaos and heartbreak of a World War I field hospital. If you've ever wondered what courage looks like without a uniform or a gun, this is the drama you need. The setting, France, 1915. Nurses and volunteers scramble to save lives while struggling with their own traumas and doubts. Una Chaplin leads the charge as a determined volunteer with secrets of her own, and every episode pulses with urgency. Unlike most series about war, The Crimson Field is less about glory and more about grit. There's no sugarcoating the daily horrors, the ethical tightropes, or the friendships forged in the trenches. The show is honest, sometimes brutal, but always deeply human. The real battles are fought with bandages, not bullets. Why is it underrated? Maybe because it was canceled after a single season, leaving stories untold and fans heartbroken. But what we do have is a moving tribute to those who served behind the scenes, the ones who patched up the world's wounds and got little thanks for it. If you want a period piece that honors the unsung and the unseen, this one's a must-watch. The Crimson Field is a testament to everyday heroism, raw, moving, and unforgettable. There you have it, 10 PBS masterpiece period dramas that slipped under most people's radar but are too good to stay hidden. Which of these will you add to your watch list? Did we leave out your personal favorite? Drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more hidden gem recommendations, and share this list with your fellow drama addicts. Because the real masterpieces are sometimes the ones you have to dig a little deeper to find. So, which story will keep you up all night?